there's been strain. Obviously, they've come a long way. I even saw Matt, I think, talking to some guys last night. But when you think about the vendor relationship on the technology side, Ken, to your point, some of the interfaces have gone very badly, very badly. And they weren't listening to the customers, and they weren't necessarily listening to the folks that do this for a living. But can you give us a sense of what it's like for these companies when they're trying to break into somebody like Ford Motor Company or General Motors? You're the tiny little startup, and you got this great idea. What are the relationships like there?
Yeah, so with our program, we're working with a consortium of automotive partners and vendors. We have kind of seen a lot of different things, and with every startup, the problem with it going after a big corporation or trying to work with it is those corporations accidentally kill the startups. And what happens is the corporation this is great technology, we have this 25 million step process, and then we'll start working with you. The problem is the startup has 12 months runway, and if they don't get that contract, they can't raise any more money, and they end up going bankrupt. And we see that happening all the time. And with the mobility program that we've structured is we're trying to work with the corporations, Ford included, to kind of work with these companies more efficiently. And it doesn't have to be we want to work with the company, it could be we don't want to work with the company. The worst place is when these startups are in these limbo with these big corporations and they don't know what's going to happen. And we see that over and over again. Even right now with our program, we still see that. And I think it's just some corporations are adapting to that a lot faster right now. And for them to really start to embrace new startups and work with them before they get too big, they have to kind of change their process and figure out how do we work with these guys more efficiently and get an answer yes or no versus we don't know.